Hey everyone, so currently I am waiting out a 3 hour delay on a flight. So I get to still be at home and I was like, why don't I just get a few more videos out there? I honestly didn't have that many video ideas this month and but got inspired. I've been seeing a few videos come out about products I've hit pan on, and honestly that is one of my favorite categories of videos to watch. It doesn't come out very often. It used to be a tag way back when. But I feel like it's good for me to like every once in a while talk about the products I'm really proud of hitting pan on. I have little bits and pieces left of certain items that are on their last legs, and I think it's so cool to see people just, you know, with good, well-loved products. So let me show you where I'm at with my collection. I used to have a lot more, but since I've consolidated and finished a lot of things, I honestly don't have as much anymore. But I will show you what is left of certain things, and even talk about a few things that I'm pretty proud of finishing recently, that I might have like fragments of their empties. So it's just like sort of an empties slash just things that I'm pretty proud of hitting pan on recently. All right, I'm just gonna pull randomly. So this one I have a very large pan on. This one I really only bring on trips. I love the MAC face powder. I'm not purchasing from MAC anymore, so I'm kind of relishing it as much as this. I bought this used. It's kind of old now, a few years old, but it's face powder. I'm not super worried about it. It hasn't gotten hard pan yet, so I think once that starts happening, I'm gonna kind of keep an eye on it. But since it's almost done, I think it's almost there. I have another face powder palette or pan that I have, but I actually put in a Chaos palette in here. So basically made my own eyeshadow palette in here, inspired by an Estee Lauder. It's like a free form palette. There's no individual metal pans. Everything was kind of mixed in there. So that's kind of how I was inspired. And I've hit pan on a few shades. Some of them was through, I use them on my nails. I have a little bit of my nails done right now and they're kind of already chipping off, so they look gross. But that was a big one. And there's just a few shades in here that I love pretty frequently. I do have a tiny bit of pan in that dark blue shade right there. You can kind of see that speck right there. That is pan. Otherwise, it's more the more well-loved ones that have pan in there. I don't think the ones underneath have any pan. No, I don't think so. I just have some colorful shades in there. But this one I don't really like focus on. It's just kind of a fun palette for me. And just glad I'm showing use on it, right? This one is so special, and I almost didn't want to see pan, but here we are. This is the Monet palette that was gifted to me by Still Steph. It is one of the most gorgeous packagings I've ever seen in my life, and there's a few shades in here. It's not so as gorgeous as this is, the color story doesn't really suit my needs. So I end up using the glittery ones on my nails most often. And the last time I used it on my nails, I was really kind of scraping out some colors to kind of mix eyeshadows together to put on my nails and my sister's nails. I was doing her nails too. And I hit pan. Not organic pan, but it's pan. And I'm kind of sad to see it in this palette because it is just so gorgeous. But and this is kind of relatively new to my collection. I would say like I saw her a little over a year ago, so I know it's not that new, but it's just like it's such a special palette, right? I don't know. I have mixed feelings about hitting pan, but it doesn't mean that it's been used. It's been well loved. It's not in the conventional way, but it's being used. So I think it says that. But that's one of my newest pans, not organic, but me being the impulsive panner and frankening things. That's just what happens. This is not pan yet, but this is a bronzer. I had hit pan, significant pan, on my bronzer that I frankened, and it was in this packaging from Burberry, so very old because they don't make makeup anymore. This is empty now. It is now pushed into this pan. So that's just kind of a recent thing that happened. So I kind of want to show it as part of this video, as much as it's not like an official pan. So just that. I did hit pan on a face powder here. So I just kind of, I put this back in my little library though. I was having it in my condensed makeup palette recently, which is how I hit pan on it. This is Woodwinked, I think. Yes, Woodwinked by MAC. That now has a good pan. I always had a pan. I use very little bit at a time. It's very potent, so that's slow going, but it has pan. This is Cork by this is Charcoal Brown actually from MAC. Same story. I don't use it very much. You can see I scraped it out for some sort of franken. So that's what happened there. Oh, this one I love. This is Gem from ABH. One of my most favorite shades, and I'm just really glad it looks well loved as much as it's actually the second one I've been going through. And other kind of like honorable mentions. This is All That Glitters from MAC. I think I've used one of these up before, and it's showing a dip. So that's, I always like showing some of those. But other than that, that's all that I have in this palette. In my Condensed Makeup palette, I have no pans. No pans right now. I guess the honorable mention would be Expensive Pink. I've used one of these up before, and now working through another one. This has pan in it, but it's because I'm even more proud that this is a pan pulled from the tiny bit of eyeliner I have left. Where is it? Oh, it fell in here. This short little nub actually pulled out the rest of the product from this. So this is hollow, and pushed it in here. So this is all I have left of that, like the actual rest of it, not just me sharpening it, right? So I'm very, very proud of that. And then what's the other thing I want to show you? I did want to show you that I have finished. I've been working on a Cover FX primer for a really long time. I had it housed in this Tatcha container. I'd shown a video with it almost gone, and I finished it. Now it is actually prepped and ready for my travels, and has some toner pads inside. So that's how I'm using this one now, because it's airtight, and it's but also the cotton pads help to kind of retain some of that moisture, but I feel like it's a good use of something that is kind of an airtight thing there. Other than that, I think that's about it. I think I'm pretty proud of my progress on like several lipsticks and stuff, but I wouldn't say those are pan by any means. So it's crazy. That's kind of where I'm at. I guess let me just do a quick count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I have pan on the green shade? I don't think so. Okay. So I said what, 5 already? Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Plus all the other honorable mentions I had. So, oh, and then 10 for the lipstick. So yeah, I think just about 9 or 10. Did I count that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, 10. So that's all I have, honestly. And it seems like a small number, but I think a lot of it comes from a long journey of me project panning and having finished things and have franken things, so they're not panned anymore and have instead been combined, and I just have less numbers overall. So I hope that was kind of fun to watch and see. I think for me, it's always fascinating to see how other people are working through their collections, and kind of this one snapshot of what their collection is looking like right now. For next year, I think my main goal is to actually come back with more pans in my library here. I only have 4 pans in here, and I really hope to see more. So I'm looking forward to that, and I look forward to seeing this one probably gone. A few of these honestly gone, and some hopefully more than panned. The tricky spot for me is always the dark shades, and so I'm hoping to see more of the dark shades panned, but we'll see how that goes, because that isn't long going, and I really have to be creative with it, so those will hang around for a long time. Anyways, hope you enjoyed watching. Have a wonderful holidays. I'm actually going to be in the air and on the road today. So please, if you're willing to, wish me some good traveling luck. But if you are also traveling, if you're with family, I hope that you have so much fun and a good time with them. I'm very much looking forward just to be stepping away from my house into another space, as much as I have kids to take care of and people to wrangle. But just having a different space, I'm very much looking forward to that. So yes, have a wonderful holidays, and I will see you next time. Bye.